this is Ari.
And I'm LovelyKi.
And it's Rachel.
And welcome to DFY Podcast.
And today we have a lovely special guest. We have Zhane Slays.
Hey.
The wine of the day is Marval. It looks like a lovely bottle with a lady on a beach towel. But we're about to taste it and then we'll jump into the topic.
Sip, sip, sip.
This is another rosé too, y'all.
Going with the theme?
Yeah.
Oh no, this one's strong, y'all. Alright, you can grab it and you can try it out.
How about they pass me one? I'm not sure.
Here, get this. Alright, we cheers it?
Or you can if you want to. Cheers!
Oh no, I don't like this.
Oh dear God.
Oh, that's strong.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that Stella Rosa beats this anytime.
No ma'am.
Yeah.
This one was cheap too, so now.
How much was this?
I mean,
I
they
think
were
it was
all
like,
cheap.
but I think that was
$8.
like $8.
The Stella Rosa's like 10.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, this is.
Stella Rosa is really good, a good brand.
Yeah, I've never had a bad Stella Rosa.
I think this reminds me of the first one we had. What was that?
Yeah, this doesn't taste like a rosé to me.
It doesn't.
But it's a no. It's a no.
Yeah.
We gonna go with that. It's a no.
All right, moving on, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the topic. So today's topic is dating, but we're splitting it up into 3 stages. The first stage is going to be the honeymoon stage, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. This is where you're meeting the person and everything is butterflies and you're going on dates. And so we're gonna go ahead and start with that. So we can go ahead and introduce one of the unpopular opinions.
So, is Netflix and chill a date?
Heck no, not to me. I don't think it is.
No, for high schoolers, yes.
You ain't know Netflix and chill.
I mean, but that's the norm now. That's kids do that now. I mean, for me, I'm grown, so that's a no. I could do that with anybody.
I think it should be like Netflix and chill can be a date, but it should be like after maybe the 4th or 5th day after you've been on a couple of dates.
When you relax.
Like,
Yeah, if you're just
so if
relaxing.
you know him or
Right.
her or whatever, and y'all been on a couple of dates before, then maybe Netflix and chill could work.
Right. So if
But
I
not
know you
the
like
first
within
or
a
the
right,
second, but
no.
maybe.
Right.
I think it could.
Right, once you're in a relationship and you're just like, okay, we can just relax, because I don't like to go out all the time. So I'm fine with relaxing and doing Netflix. That's fine, but don't tell me that's a date. We're just hanging out.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's not a date.
Yeah,
Don't be like, come over to my house, we're going to go on a date, and I'm watching Netflix. Like, no.
I mean,
do
just
that
hanging
whole-
out.
account is this on that we
Oh,
who's paying for it?
Oh, yeah. This
Unless you're ordering like
Pizza.
making it cute or
Oh,
something.
well,
That would be
that would be cute.
But you know Netflix.
I mean, just being in a relationship, I wouldn't.
But
call
not
that
even
a
that.
date, but
I
that's
think
something
I done
happening
watch
with
every movie on Netflix
This
anyway,
girl.
so I don't feel like it. Like
Let's see what everybody on our Instagram thought of it, because I did have
I
a
would never
voting
call
on
that a
it.
date. Not
So
in
let's
a
see.
relationship.
Don't step with me with that. I'm just saying.
You said what?
Don't step to me with no. Oh, can we Netflix and chill? No.
Not today.
I mean, that's okay for some people.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
if you accept it, I
I
guess.
prefer a regular. Like,
So it looks
something
like only one person said yes, they agree with it.
So
But-
Dang.
The other
Was it a guy?
It says 90% to 10%.
Was it a guy that said that?
I believe so. I can't tell by the page.
Of course.
But yeah, I think so. But everybody else said no. Because we want to dress up, we want to look good for you to like, we want to have a reason to go out. I already sit at home. Why would I?
Right.
I sit at home and watch Netflix anyway, so it's like.
I know,
why
that's
would
why I said I
would
probably
probably-
watch all the movies
Exactly.
and shows on Netflix anyway. So I can't chill. I can't Netflix.
I don't understand.
I mean, I think the hype with the whole first date thing with the Netflix and chill is social media. I mean, it's
Well, yeah,
all,
'cause
it's all
they-
on social
yeah.
media.
Yeah,
So,
but then you-
I mean, I don't think nobody in their right mind is just like,
Oh,
I'm
no,
about
no,
to take
no,
you on
no.
the first date.
No, some people really
And you about to
feel like we
no.
about to Netflix and chill.
Yeah, because they think they're about to get some good.
I mean, it's just a booty
On
call.
the first
Call that a
date,
booty call.
right.
It's so meaning it's a different word for a booty
Unless
call.
that's what I want, then I know that's what it is. Like, oh, we're
Right.
just about to go Netflix and chill because we know we both want this, then fine. But if I'm really trying to get to know you, I'm not going Netflix and chill with you.
Yeah.
Not the first date. I'm not.
Even if I ain't
Absolutely
trying to
not.
get to know you, I won't be there doing no Netflix and chill. I'm doing that on myself.
Jeez, maybe after the first couple of dates, then I might Netflix and chill with you.
But not to me, not as a date. We could do that.
Yeah, we just like come over, just hang out. Then yeah. All right, moving on to our next unpopular opinion. Go ahead, Lovely.
So I'm gonna switch it up. So sex on the first date, because I know that one is crazy. Because a lot of people like I don't do it personally. Because first of all, I don't know you.
Unless that's what you want, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with
But you know, different strokes for different folks.
Right.
So does that make you a hoe though?
No, it doesn't.
I don't think it does.
I don't think. No.
I just think you know what you want, and you want to have sex that first date. You're gonna have sex that first date.
Yeah.
And I know some people, their relationships flourish even after they're married and so on. So it's like you can't sit there and be like, oh, sex on the first date it determines you as a hoe. It doesn't. It's just you know what you want.
That's true. I think most guys, I'm not a guy, but I think from speaking to most guys, I think that they think that they want they want to chase you, you know? They want someone that they can chase, and someone, like if you're thinking of a long-term relationship and you have sex on the first date, I don't know if it's,
but you know
it's not as likely, but it's possible.
Right. So, but guys think that, you know, if they come to us and ask us for sex, they think that we just automatically gonna shoot them down on the first date.
I don't know.
A lot of guys want it, but they don't say anything.
I just tell people to be honest with me. Just be straight up, because I'm going to tell you what I want. I'm going to tell you if I want a relationship with you. I'm going to tell you if I just want to just get to know you or whatever. So I expect that in return. So if you want sex from me, let me know so I don't waste my time. Because I'm going to be wasting my time with you if you're sitting here like, oh, all I want is sex from you, but I'm going on dates, 1,000 dates with you, and I'm like, oh, we're going to eventually get together, and we're not going to get together, you just want sex. Just tell me. Yeah. I might be on the same page as you.
I mean, but you guys know that's like a cultural thing, though. Like, it's because other places, like I was watching this show like a couple of days ago, and I think it was in Germany or something. Sex on the first date is like so casual. Like America, like sex is like a taboo like topic. So that's not something
that's because
we
dirty people.
It's crazy, but that's not something we just openly like talk about.
They dirty.
But yeah, like in other places, that's totally normal. Like I wouldn't judge somebody. At first, I did, you know.
Yeah, I was.
Because I mean, that's how we were like taught to.
But I started doing it, and
I
it's
think
just
it's
like
just
whatever.
like what you were saying. We associate, like if you have multiple sexual partners, like you are higher risk for like things like, you know.
Yeah, but they don't know unless they ask you.
You know,
like, but that's why I feel like it's not. Well, for me, it's not okay. I'm not doing it.
Right.
Because I don't know you.
I wouldn't say what I want.
Especially, I'm not gonna waste a body count on somebody. And what if you whack?
Experiences. I mean, you gotta.
And then guys still, you know, it's a double standard, but you know, you're still gonna look like
a certain
right
to them,
and that's because of how the position
it just
as
depends
women
on the guy. Because there's some guys that they're just like, oh, I don't see you as that. Like it is what it is. You know, you're a woman that knows what you want. And then
a lot of guys like that.
And then and then you have the immature guys that be like, oh, she a hoe, and they be telling all their homies. And it's like, what if I just really liked you and I just wanted to have sex with you, or what if I was just at that point where I just felt comfortable enough to have sex with you, like. Some people are just really cool, and you just be like, dang, I really like you.
All goes back to the man's world. I mean, it's okay for them. They're actually praised for that. But
but then it calls women whores, and then guys are a man. Oh, you a man for that. Like, no, I think a guy is a whore just as a girl could be a whore. Because there are man whores out there, and I know a lot of them.
Sit down.
I know a lot of them. But let's see, the voting on this was 63 to 37. Some people was like, yeah, no, you should not have sex on the first date. So a lot of people said you shouldn't, and then
I think it's becoming more acceptable with this whole live your best life type thing. Like, you know,
I think it's always been like that, and people were just more quiet about it. Now people are trying to take advantage of it and just be like, I am who I am. Like I'm not gonna, you know, act like somebody different. If you want to call me a whore, you can call me a whore. It is what it is.
But it's not even that. I just think that you want to get to know a person before you even give, you know, yourself to someone.
I agree.
Because I think,
but that's
like,
what
I
we're
would
taught
value,
to believe, though.
You know,
right?
I think that I am, you know, I think that's very precious, like that part. So I would, you know, want to at least get to know you. If I don't know you and it's just the first date, sometimes if it's a brand new person. Sometimes you don't know. I don't think you know that person after one date. So
That's
they could
true.
be putting on a facade, and they could be completely different. Like you said, he could be murdered.
My face be beat up on the first date.
That could like mix up your feelings and everything because we're emotional. We're females, so we don't want to be blindsided.
I mean, if you're going to a first date, being that deep into a guy where, okay, we about to get married next week.
Hold on. Who do we know?
Oh, yeah.
We know some people that look like that.
Too soon. I spoke
we
to
know a lot of
someone
people like that.
Yes.
And that's fine. I mean, there's always somebody for somebody, and there are different personalities and different people, so I don't really try to judge people. If they want to have sex on the first date, they're going to have sex on the first date. Sometimes you just, if you feel comfortable enough with that person, you feel comfortable enough. Like, I know people that got married and they was like, oh yeah, I slept with my wife on the first date. They don't care.
Yeah.
If that person really likes you and really wants to be with you, they don't care about
But the crazy thing about that whole situation is that you don't know if it's going to work until after it happens.
Yeah,
I mean, you never know if anything will work.
I'm not
Everything is a risk.
Right.
I can go on 1,000
I'm
dates with you because that's happened with me. I've gone on a whole bunch of dates and I feel like, oh, okay, finally we're getting somewhere, and then y'all finally sleep together, and then it's like, oh dang, what happened? You know, like things start getting weird, and you're like, oh, you don't talk to me as much as you did, or whatever, you call me just for this, you know, like. And it's like, what happened to that beginning where you were acting like that nice man going on them dates? And stuff?
It
like,
makes it seem like their intentions
were to have sex, and they literally will like date you for forever, like months. Like I've been dating people for like months, and then I finally do end up laying down with them, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship, and they throw all that other stuff, and you just be like.
But sometimes that's not important though, because I mean, I come from a culture where it's like generational. Now I could speak on that and say, oh, I'm not okay with that, but you got to think about how women were back then. From the African culture, there was no first date. So the first time you meet a man, you get married, and once you guys have sex and it's whack, you're just gonna have to deal with that shit, because it's not oh, I'm gonna return your ass back and switch because it's sex is whack. No, you're gonna sit there, lay there, have kids, you know, keep it moving. I mean, it wasn't an option for a lot of people back then, and it's still kind of like that way now. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not about sex or not. Sometimes it's about like security. Sometimes it's about family, culture, and things like that. So it's all kind of different to me. I wouldn't do it, but I ain't saying never. So we'll see. I ain't doing it.
We'll see. Hey, look, I've learned to never say never.
Right.
Because I've done some things that I've said, oh, I would never do that.
That's
and then I'm
true.
doing it and I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
And not just with sex, but with anything that I've said, like, oh, I'm not going to eat that. And then I end up eating it. You know, like, so I never try to use the word never. Like, I try not to, because it's like, oh, no, I might end up doing that. I never know. You know? But to go off of that, do you think men expect sex, like, on the first date, or just that's the first thing they expect? Like,
I don't think they expect it.
Yeah, I don't think, not all guys.
Oh, it's the women. Like sometimes you could gauge that with the kind of conversation.
I feel like if they put in a lot of money in dates and everything, if they're going on multiple dates, and then if they like you or whatever, they may expect it eventually.
Girl, I have so many stories, y'all don't understand.
But I don't know if they expect it on the first date, but if they got it on the first date, they'll be like, yo, what? You know, I'm like, okay.
Right. No, I'm just saying, when you said money, I was like, I've dated guys with money and I've dated guys without money, and they both act the same to me. I'm like, it don't matter if they spend $100 on you, if they spend $10,
or
they still be like, oh,
something after a couple.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm like. They still want to expect something. Yeah.
I'm grateful people.
Nah, but if I'm having a conversation with a guy, not saying I've never done this or will do this, but if I'm having a conversation with a guy before the first date and we're already sexting and all this extra stuff, oh, you best believe, if I'm that guy, that's what I'm going to be expecting on the very first date with me, because I mean, we've been having this conversation.
Yeah,
but it's all what you like. I feel like as a woman, I feel like I can control where I want this conversation to go.
Yeah, but if you're enjoying it.
I mean,
if we're both doing it,
right? That's a different story. That's a different story.
We got a plan, because after
because if you talking to me, I'm gonna make sure you know you ain't getting nothing on the first date.
And I think that's very important. What you're saying is that you need to set clear expectations early when it comes to relationships, when it comes to dating and everything. Because if you're like, okay, well, you know, that's not gonna happen, they'll be like, okay, well, I guess she's not that, you know, I don't need to try her again, or maybe I need to try harder.
Yeah,
right. So that brings us to the next topic. You're single until you're married.
I don't know.
My mama always says that.
Yes.
My mom says that too.
My mom says it. My papa says it. Everybody that's
like
grown
Mary,
says it because they be like, go out there and live your life because you could be in a relationship with somebody. I'm not saying go in and cheat on them, but you could bump into somebody that really might be your blessing. You're like blocking it because you're sitting there with this one person that hasn't
just don't
moved.
commit.
Yeah, that hasn't moved forward. So they're always like, just date around. Don't try to like single yourself and
you don't have to
don't be a wife to a man before you're his wife.
See, I've never been, that has never been said to me personally, and me personally, I don't really like agree with that.
What?
The whole like, yeah, you're single. I'm not that. That's not how I want my relationships to be. Like, if I'm with somebody.
So do you do wifely duties?
Absolutely. It's just me. It's just what I bring into my relationship. Like, I mean, wifey duties, like taking care of the house. That's just what I do.
So what do
personally
you
for myself.
consider as a wifely duty?
So, cooking, cleaning, taking care of your man, basically just being his support system.
Right.
I feel
wife
like
would be.
like a wife, yeah. Like
I would like
as a
that
girlfriend would be that too.
Yeah,
You
but
can be
to a certain
supportive.
extent, you can be supportive. But
There's nothing
if
wrong
I'm
with
helping you get and grind and get this money, we getting it together. That's a different. That's me being a wife.
Right.
If I'm supporting you, I'm like, you need to go do this, that.
Right.
I'm supporting you.
Think about if you're dating somebody, you're not cooking and cleaning and doing all that stuff for them. You're just dating them. You're getting to know them. You're understanding who they are. You're not gonna just jump right into a wifely girlfriend / thing. You're not gonna do that. Over time, you start becoming this wife. Like if he has kids, you're gonna start helping him take care of his kids. You're gonna start buying stuff for the house. Like that's starting to become a wife. And then to me, it's like, what expectations do they have after that to be like, oh, I want to make you my wife?
Right.
They already got it all. That's why you know how like sometimes people be like, oh, let's like how we were saying, hold off sex. What makes the difference if he gonna get it afterwards? You know, like, or he could still leave you after the 90 days.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. If he wanted to be your wife, if he wanted to make you his wife beforehand, he will do it after.
But like
I
was watching an interview with Steve Harvey. And he was saying like a man always knows what his wife is or who his wife is.
Right.
Before
they know before they get
right.
together. Exactly. And I mean, it's hard to understand that and it's hard to know, but a guy knows when he wants to be with somebody.
Yeah.
And if he's not making those commitments, to me it's kind of like you can be in a relationship for years. It's happened to so many people, and then they don't get married.
I mean, but it's part of life, though.
Like,
but
what is the line between?
So my thing is like, okay, so the line when you give it so much
and wife.
So this is the line.
If I'm giving you money, that's a wife. Because
Well,
what's
no,
mine
not
is
even
yours,
that.
and what's yours is
Not
mine.
even that, because sometimes you can help them out.
I don't know. I don't give my men no money. If I buy you something, that's different. If I buy you like a shirt or a gift, like that's fine. If I buy you something to eat, that's fine. But I'm not going to give you money. Like, oh, we're gonna swipe each other's card. Like, I'm not about
So I'm open to that. Like,
Me too.
That's how I am with like even my personal like friendships with like females or guys. Like, I'm down to the fault. Like,
but you want to be a friend to whoever you
Right.
date
Right, I mean,
or
right, I agree
marry.
with that.
My line is drawn when I'm giving so much and I'm
Of
not
myself.
giving anything in
right.
return.
See, that's understand. Like, I understand that, but like just this whole when we're dating, it has to be like boundaries and stuff. And that's not how I am. So I can't not do whatever is considered like wifely duties. Because at the end of the day, this is what I like to do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take care of my house. If I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna support you. Like, it's not no.
So
all right.
So support
Support
is
is
different.
fine. You
between
gonna
supporting and grinding together.
If you're building an empire together, that's
Yeah, I think that's different. Like when
I can support
So,
you.
like, when
I
you're
can support
sitting down-
anybody, just like how I support y'all. I'll support y'all in whatever you do. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, we gotta do this together, we gotta do that.
But no, I think
I'm not gonna do all that. I'm gonna be like, oh, I support you. Like, I'll help you whatever you need help with.
Right. So when you're like setting, okay, so this is what I consider as like grinding together. So we're sitting down and we're talking about how we're gonna make something, how we're gonna accomplish something in the future.
Right.
We're
Making
looking at
goals.
future goals,
Mhm.
and we're
But
talking
that could
about
be
the
preparation for marriage. Maybe he's like, okay, well,
Yeah,
I like what
but-
she's doing. I like
right.
what she's bringing to the table. I could see her as my wife because she's already doing
right.
it.
So go ahead and just do it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like just go
both-
ahead and do
it
it.
could
But
be both ways.
until you tell me that
Until y'all talking about marriage, I don't think
Right.
you should be doing that. Because God will talk to you about it. He's not gonna just propose out
Right.
of nowhere. He's gonna talk how you feel about being married. Everybody I know who's gotten married they had that
yeah,
talk.
that conversation.
Right. Because that's when you know the guy is really being serious. If he's sitting there talking to you like, okay, I'm really considering to marry you. Like,
again, culture though.
Right.
This is what you guys know. Like, there's another side.
Well, we
of
are
this.
talking about dating in Atlanta and in the United States. So.
Because so I have a friend, right? She's Muslim, and in their culture, it's not no dating type thing. It's arranged. So they don't have this opportunity to say, okay, I can't do this for my man or whatnot, because it's bring your family.
That's
bring
a
our
whole
family.
different.
Yeah, we're
like,
not
It's
Muslim.
but you gotta. It's not even just Muslim, but you gotta understand like it's different perspective for like different people. Just because we can do that doesn't mean like other people.
I understand. We understand the cultural difference, but we are in America, so we're talking about the American like dynamic.
See, I stay in America now, and me coming from an African culture,
You're gonna keep your ways,
right?
But
no one's telling you to change that. We're
to,
just speaking on.
But at the end of the day, like I'm going to do like everything. If I'm in a relationship, that whole wifey duty or whatever,
that's from your.
I'm going to do that. But it's not just a cultural.
I don't think it's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing.
That's just
because-
my.
But
But
you also see guys posting it all the time. Oh, she needs to be wifey material, wifey this and that. She needs to cook. If she don't cook or clean, she don't need to be my girlfriend. Like, I shouldn't have to do that to be your girlfriend.
That's immature.
So
I think
the expectation is
if
set.
he like you, he likes you.
Right,
I don't
right.
think you have to
Even
do all
I've
that.
seen stuff. It was like, if she say she gonna cook for you, she gonna cook Alfredo. I don't want that. Like,
you
know,
gonna
like
eat
they're
what I
being
cook.
picky, and it's like, hold on, I'm not even your
I
wife.
think
You haven't even
they
considered
that's
me.
a preference.
Yeah, preference. Yeah,
But
Yeah, it's a preference
realistically,
for a
if
lot
they
of
like you and you don't,
But you know,
complain,
it
I
also
don't think
has
that's
to
a
do
deal
like
breaker.
the millennials. Like
Yeah.
that is like
Social
a
media
big,
has
a
Yeah,
big
that's
thing.
true.
Because they'll post all this stuff and I'm like, okay, so you posted all this stuff about a woman. What are you bringing to the table?
Thank you.
What are you?
What are
bringing to
you
the table?
bringing?
But nah, like for real, guys will be like, oh, she need to cook, clean, do this, do that. That's
But
what
my
I'm talking about when we start talking about wifely duties. You want all that? You gotta give me this.
Well,
But
right.
we gotta give and take.
Well,
We gotta do a give and take relationship. Ain't no give. You
Right.
take. Like
if you're gonna cook for me, I don't want no peanut butter jelly sandwich. I want a cereal.
But it all goes
Right,
back
I
to the
want
kind of
a
guys.
pie.
It all goes back to the kind of guys you're dating. If my niggas on social media talking about all this reckless shit, like, oh, cook for me, come back by 5, have the bed made up. We're not supposed to be.
First of all,
together.
I don't make my bed.
I know.
Yeah,
If you see my
I shouldn't
so.
be like,
Right.
you're clearly not it for me. So I mean,
But
I'm
honestly,
clearly
like, if you
time.
talk to like older guys and they know what they want,
Right.
especially if they're
Especially
unmarried, and then you talk to these like new cats out here and they just
Their expectations are off the freaking.
So-
they're up here and
And
they
you
really
really
down
are.
here.
I'm like, boo,
It's
do
all-
you even have a job? Let's start there. Do you have a car? Okay, do you have your
Do
own
you have a
place? Okay.
plan? That's right there.
Right.
Do you have a career goal? Okay, then don't talk to me.
I mean, but we see a lot more of this stupidness because of social media.
Yeah,
Everybody
like,
wants
it's
that.
all in it.
That hype, like
Social
they
media
wanna be seen.
kills a lot of
Yeah.
expectations, and it's like just have your
It
own.
kills and it brings a lot of expectations.
Yeah, that shouldn't be there, especially about women. It's ridiculous.
Right.
But that goes into, do you think chivalry is dead? Like, do you think that?
I do.
I do too. I think it's so
I do.
dead because.
But
it's
you know what?
like,
It also depends on how the person is raised.
Yeah.
Because I like my little cousin, my grandmother makes him open and close the door for her. It don't matter where she
I don't
goes.
think it's dead. I just think a lot of people, it's like it doesn't happen often.
It's just for who they want.
But you know what?
So,
They
it's
have
not
a-
as formal.
They have a
anymore.
different.
Yeah,
It's not formal. Yeah, it's not
So,
formal.
like-
we gotta get a guy to talk about something.
I know.
Yeah, it's not formal at all.
But
anymore.
you know, the guys have a different view on it now. So like, if I do something for you, like it could be something real simple, like
Oh, I washed the dishes today.
yeah, like oh that was nice. Like okay, somebody was gonna wash them. Like you're not doing that.
Did you eat off the plate?
Right,
Okay,
like they look at it different because like opening the door. Like first of all, my hand should not touch a door if I'm with a man.
But I think you just gotta set that clear expectation because maybe he's not used to it.
Oh,
So-
does
Right,
it?
that's what I'm saying. It depends. It really depends on how
Because
you're
like,
raised.
most girls don't expect that. So if you're like, oh, I would appreciate if you opened the door for me, he might be like, okay, well, if I like her, maybe I need to open the doors and do that.
And then
'cause
it's
that's
how
different.
how often we expect it. Because my boyfriend, right? What we always, not even always, but like what we sometimes like have a misunderstanding about. he does certain things, then it's okay. But when I want it to happen and I don't see, then it's a problem. So we could be walking like through a door, and he could be in front of me and go in first, and I'm sitting there like, dude, you're supposed to be holding the door and let me walk in. I mean, he does it sometimes, but the times he doesn't do it, those are the times that I pointed out. Like, I pointed out, and I'm just like,
but a lot of men lack consistency.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, they'll start off doing it and then it'll fall off. But I dated a lot of guys.
Oh, they always feel it's appropriate.
I never dated a guy that didn't try to like open the door for me, or like, you know, just doing the thing, they'll like push me on the inside. I mean, I am little, but they will make sure I'm on, like, they'll see it, like, we'll be walking, I'll be on the outside, they'll push me on the inside.
Yeah,
or
a lot of
they'll
guys
open the
don't
door.
understand that.
What?
Like, when you're walking down the street, the woman should not be on the outside.
Yeah.
That annoys me. My boyfriend does that all the time. He like pushes me to the side, and it annoys me because I'm just like, why? See, when it comes to that, I don't understand that because I feel like I could handle myself.
So the meaning behind that is
originally,
if a car comes
in the water splash,
or your water splash, or a car coming, they are the first person to get hit.
Why? Because they're the men?
No, because they're on the outside. And they should be able to take that.
Right. Just like how you push a little kid away from
expectations, though. Right. See, that's the expectations we put on men. Like, it was a couple of weeks ago at Walmart. There was a car coming, and he pushed me to the side. Boy, did I get mad. Like, I was ready to fight him then because I didn't understand what he was doing. Like, he was trying to be nice and this whole, like, formal type thing. But I was so upset. I'm just like, dude, I can handle myself. Like, I clearly
your ass gonna get hit next time. Because I would. I'm like, okay, man, you just get hit.
Right. You better have some life insurance. But
no,
yeah, though.
It's like the same thing you would do with a child. If your child's on the outside, you want to push her to the inside versus having her.
Right, because you know, they say, what is it? God, man, and family, wife and kids.
Right.
That's how they say the umbrella is, right?
Yeah,
God,
it is.
Yeah, that's not to me. I'm right here. God, me, man, whichever. Yeah, we right here. We're right here.
So it's two umbrellas.
Oh, you damn right.
And y'all on the same.
Yeah,
all right, y'all. So that was our topic for today. We didn't get to all of the unpopular opinions. We had a lot, and we did have a whole bunch of people commenting. We can read some of the comments real quick. We have on Instagram. Let's see what they say. So, we had some on. Oh, we had one that said, "Don't date people. Don't date people with kids." And some people were like, "I'm." Prettier Peach was like, "I'm good, love, and joy. She's not doing the kids thing." Then there's some people that were like, "It depends on the woman. It depends on the man." Because you know, you can some baby mama and baby daddies are okay, and then there you have the typical crazy one that you have. And then moving on, we had people were saying that it wasn't okay to have sex on the first date because you don't know what germs people carry or diseases, which is very big, especially in Atlanta. We have like one of the highest rates out here.
So boy, bye.
And someone said that Netflix and chill is a date because if you're married, it is. That's what he said.
Oh.
And then.
And we
not trying anymore.
And then a lot of people said that chivalry is not dead. They just said it depends on the man, which is true, saying. Yeah. Because there are a lot of men that do chivalrous things. So naturally. I can't sit there and say that it's completely dead, but what I expected.
Yeah,
my expectations too high, clearly. One big one was religion and politics should not be mentioned on the first date.
And that's a no. It's a no.
I say it should be.
I do.
Because I want to know because I've dated a man that was not religious, and that was one of the biggest things because he would try to bash my religion.
But what if that's
I'm not religious.
That wasn't my husband.
No.
That's like what you're, you know.
If you're really
I would like sneak it in on a date.
After that, because I dealt with it with him, but after that, it taught me that I couldn't date someone that.
What do you mean religious? Having a belief or like?
Right. He didn't believe in anything.
Okay.
You know, he told me that God was not real because he never helped him with things that he wanted help with, and I'm like, God is not a genie, so therefore you can't expect stuff like to happen immediately.
And you can sneak that in or whatever, you know. I think it should be included on the first date because you don't want to waste your time.
Right, and then I find out that you Satanism or whatever. That's a new thing now. They're putting up
Satan. Or atheist or something.
He's a devil.
Or they worship
But yeah, like I don't know. To me, I want to know what your background is. Politics don't really bother me, but religion, yes. But politically, I can deal with that.
If you're
my friends,
good.
I have friends that are, you know,
it's a deal breaker.
Right.
I just think like
I guess for a black woman, if I date a white man that's like all about Trump, that would probably be a problem.
That's a no. Oh, that is a hard no.
So, because secretly you got some racist ideologies, and I'm not gonna be messing with it. But anyways, to wrap it up, we're coming to the end of the show. We just wanted to go ahead and finish telling you about this nasty wine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marble, your wine.
It's nasty.
It needs to be better.
I was sipping on it.
It's like straight alcohol. Good. I don't know. It's from it has 12.5% alcohol in it, and it says it's fresh and elegant rolled.
It is not fresh and elegant.
It's fruit hints. But
we didn't like it. You probably would like it too. You can still try it.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
It might be for you. We kind of like.
I mean,
it's very dry.
Yeah, it's very
If
strong.
you like
If you're
dry, bitter, nasty.
Right, if you're a strong drinker, you might like that. Like my granny might like that. Let's get it. I love a granny. But anyway, thanks for listening to DFY Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on DFY Podcast. I don't know why I couldn't say it. And look out for the next.
And we're
I'm
on
back
now, guys.
I'm back, people.
And we'll see you later.
Peace.